Hi, this is Chris from Tri-State Squatchers. I'm poking around in some uncharted territory in a primary squatch zone. Not finding anything that screams Sasquatch today. A lot of cool old beaver cuttings and such, which is cool in itself. Right next to a river. This one's pretty cool. Big root. Nice big log here. That's pretty cool. You can see the tooth marks. Big tree. Apparently too big for it to do anything with, but I took a look at this, thinking maybe it had been added to or commandeered by a Sasquatch. Kind of looks interesting, but nothing that really says Sasquatch. It's just cool looking. That's the type of thing I kind of look for, though, when I'm out here. Just something, even if it looks like it began naturally, I'll look for things that are, it looks like something was added to it or leaned against it. Just never know. And once in a while, I just have to find a slightly new area to look in. Here I'm down in the river bottoms. Just checking this out. This looks interesting. May or may not be anything. No, pretty much looks like it just fell there. You know, not everything is a structure. So if it looks like one, I advise anybody who's out squatching to just check it out just to make sure, because I think by design a lot of them are made to look natural, at least from a distance, and just take some investigating to determine whether or not it is or not. This is interesting. It's like this one. Just seems like things have been added to this one. There's all kinds of things that have just been placed here and lined up on the, like that. I mean, there's no place for them to really have fallen from, so that's a possibility. Things weaved in and out. I mean, possibly. Not saying it definitely is, or was it any kind of Sasquatch made thing, but those are the things I look for. And the thing is, crouching down here to get through this. And the thing is, I've noticed on social media lately, I even had a couple discussions, hopefully I didn't sound like too much of a jerk, is that for some reason, unbeknownst to me, the whole topic of tree structures, Sasquatch structures, stick structures, the label depends on who you're talking to, all basically seem to be the same thing. You know, they're the breaks and the bends and the teepees and the wigwams. That, for some reason that's controversial, and people don't want to buy into that. Here's the thing, what I found though. I mean, I haven't been doing this for 20 years or anything, but what I found, especially this summer, spring, summer, and up till now, is that where you find structures, you find Sasquatch. Definitely here, because we've seen them, and we have forthcoming photographs of a big 9-footer in a structure, well, right next to a structure in what we call the Sasquatch camp. There are breaks and bends, and teepees, and that sort of thing all over the place around here, and we've seen at least 4 different individuals. That's why I keep calling this quite possibly the best Sasquatch zone in existence, at least the best one that's been being researched. So we don't claim to know why they create these things. I mean, the more we find out, all I get is more questions, really. And you know, one of the claims is that saying that it's unscientific to say that the structures are Sasquatch made. And I beg to differ. Like I said, we find structures of any kind, bends, leans, breaks, teepees. We find Sasquatch. Almost invariably. We go to other places in central Wisconsin and we find those things, bends, breaks, leans, and almost invariably we have some kind of experience, some sort of vocalization, tree knocks, breaks, thumps. You know, not all of them every time or anything, but that's the type of thing we run into almost every single time. So do I know what the structures mean? No, I don't. Do I know that every single thing we call a Sasquatch break or structure or what have you, every noise we think is or could be a Sasquatch definitely is? No. But many of them, we know they are, because especially our experience here in this zone has taught us. Because we know they're out there, and they respond to us, they follow us, they chase us out of the woods, you know, and not to, you know, beat a dead horse, but almost invariably, if we hear something, we have some kind of experience, we look around, you know, even at night, then there's some sort of structure. Almost invariably, it's uncanny. It's to a point where if we have some kind of experience, we just look for, that's a signal for us to look for a structure. That's how important these are. I mean, unscientific? I don't know how that can be. I guess the basic argument against structures is that no one's ever seen a human or a Sasquatch make them. Well, have you ever seen a human make them? See my point? That argument is moot. So, and very unscientific, is really not as intelligent as it seems. So, like I said, if you want to find Sasquatch, the best way And it doesn't just work for us. There's other people out there, and they'll tell you the same thing. Look for the structures. Look for the signs. And then go there. Spend some time. Will you definitely have an experience? Nobody can guarantee that. But use all of your senses. Use your ears, use your eyes, use your nose sometimes. And chances are, sooner or later, if you don't, not the first time, keep going back. And if you can get there at night, definitely go there. Your chances improve exponentially of having an experience if that's what you're out for. So, that's my message for today. It's a beautiful day here in central Wisconsin. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and happy squatching. Thank you.